You. You missed me, sweetheart. What? Nothing to say?
If you are here, then Washington is safe.
True, true. Thing is, I believe I've just been pardoned. Thank you kindly for the rescue, gents.
There can be no further mistakes, Thomas. Am I understood?
What about the assassin? Yeah, he's here. They put him in a cell right next to mine. Guess we didn't get them all, eh?
Deal with this, Charles.
At once, sir.
What are we gonna do?
You're that boy from the Continental Congress. Adams's little lapdog. I think I have an idea. Yes. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Do tell.
All in good time. It's not like the assassin's going anywhere. For now, we should see about getting you better accommodations here.
What are you on about? I thought I was getting out.
I'm afraid you won't be leaving for a while, thanks to Benjamin Talmadge. He's been running his mouth, saying all sorts of things. You're being investigated for plotting to assassinate George Washington.
What a bunch of bollocks. I thought you was gonna handle that.
We'll discuss this elsewhere.
I think I would rather hold it in. I think I would rather hold it in. They clearly spared no expense here.
I'm telling you, he's planning to escape. We should get in on it.
Yeah? And what makes you think that?
Caught him carving something in the yard. Slipped it in his pocket real quick when he saw me. Looked like a key.
Probably just a shiv.
Nah, Mason ain't a fighter. Always talking and tricking his way out of trouble. Weasel Weems, they call him. Sticky bastard.
Come on, Finch. He's not so bad. Even taught me some letters once. Gonna write a note to my lady.
Ha! What for? You think that whore's out there pining for you? Saving herself for when you get out? Huh? No doubt she's already moved on to the next fella, and the fella after him.
You shut your mouth before I shut it for you.
Easy now. Was just a joke.
Yeah? Well, it wasn't very funny.
We also have a choir supplemented by some garrison officers. It stands how sweet a mass we've felt out. Really a half-turn clock.
I said quiet!
With a line of pots and pans at ankle height strung right across the beach. The sly bastards must have laughed at our simplicity.
He tends to take a sole view of anyone who gets too close.
Get up!
Where are we going?
Stay out of trouble or you'll wind up in the pit.
Then Opa would pour in his special mixture with wild herbs and... I've read some of her works, remarkable indeed. It forces one to reconsider old preconceptions.
What are you looking at, half-breed? You not understand English? That it?
Really a half-turn.
Do I need to knock some sense into that thick head of yours?
I should try and find this Weems fellow. If he intends to escape, perhaps he can help me.
Supplemented by excellent leatherwork.
learned his craft from a Spaniard of all things. What a Spaniard was doing in the colonies back then is anybody's guess.
You could ask the Crumpler to help you with that.
Well, I'm not sure one of them could lead the way out of a grinding barrel.
Mason Weems?
Could be.
We'll be rushing to get it up for Tuesday.
I need your help.
Oh?
They say you know a way out of here.
They say a lot of things.
I do not have time for games.
A shame, as I was hoping you might play one with me.
Fine.
Are you familiar with the rules?
Have you chanced upon a copy of his latest pamphlet? 'Tis said it's quite diverting. I haven't been able to lay hands on one.
He tends to take a sore view of anyone who gets too close, though. His sister's still his little angel. Really.
Seeing as you already know mine, what's your name?
Connor.
Pleased to meet you, Connor.
Get it up for Tuesday.
That milksop. He's a muckworm. Wouldn't have the nerve for something like this. Wouldn't ever see him part with a penny.
Well played. So, what brings you to Bridewell?
Treachery. I have been falsely accused.
Of course you have.
About as much sense as the fishmonger's dish clout.
You do not believe me?
Why should I? You've the look of a brute.
You misjudge. I am an honest man.
And Tumshy for brains as well.
And yet, also a man imprisoned. Tell me how you found yourself in this place.
It is a private matter.
As is what you ask of me.
Steady news. Haven't had word in months. Only praise.
Really, a half-turned clockwise. I'll have to try for
I was trying to prevent a murder.
Oh! Anyone I know?
Excellent leatherwork. He learned his craft from a Spaniard.
George Washington.
The others put you up to this, didn't they? Thought it might be fun to have another laugh at Mason's expense. Fools, a lot of them. To make light of something like this. George Washington is brave beyond measure, loyal like a brother, peerless in character, and unshakable in his convictions. That man is our Jupiter Conservator, destined to lead us not just to freedom, but greatness. Anyone who says otherwise is either a simpleton or a traitor.
Then you understand why I need to get out of here. If I don't help him, he is going to die.
No, I think it was the consumption. I took a heavy toll throughout that village about
You're serious, aren't you?
years ago, as I recall. Cursed
Quite
luck.
like to see proof of such a thing.
Very well. But it's going to take some doing. See, everything hinges on the key I forged. But that lout Finch stole it. Took me 3 months to make the thing, too. You need to get it back, or we're not going anywhere.
Consider it done.
Let me know if he's willing. I've always room for another pair of silver arms. He could bring his brother, come to think of it.
It was well off before you would have been a pretty kettle of eels. Bloody bastard! It was
There's another Garrick well underway.
Really, a half-turned clockwise. I'll have to try for myself. But, is that before?
He'd obviously
was well off. Would have been a pretty kettle of eels to shake off otherwise. That Bessie's not known for her gentle manner.
A little farm by the Salisbury Plains. Cold as anywhere when the wind blows, but the land is good and alive.
All right, scoundrels! Back in your cells!
Really, a half-turned clockwise. I'll have to try for myself. But, is that before?
We do hope to have word soon.
This key is useless.
What are you looking at? You in the market for a husband?
I was in my schnitz until quite late last night. I am feeling a little bit delicate today.
Nah, I think it was the consumption.
Was well obvious.
Well, I'm not sure one of them could lead the way out of a grinding barrel.
Oh, while we're on the subject, did you meet the success?
Well, actually, it's the Germanics next door.
Very friendly, but they do things a bit stink with all that midden.
Your key is useless.
What do you mean?
It did not fit the lock.
It's not meant to.
You forged a key that does not work.
Well, that all depends on what you mean by work. It'll get us out of here. Just not the way you expected.
Then how?
You're going to use it to get the real key off the warden. You have to swap yours for his.
Why not just have me take the real key? Why all this extra work?
He might notice if it went missing. This way, he'll be none the wiser.
And when he tries to use it?
He won't. That's why we're targeting him.
How do I reach the warden?
Yes. This next part, you may not like.
Oh, as if I've liked the others. Out with it.
You need to pick a fight.
What?
Pick a fight, and they'll throw you in the pit.
And how in the world does this help us?
The warden oversees the pit. Getting sent there is the only way to reach him.
I give you credit. You've given this plan to risk my life a great deal of thought.
Take down as many as you can. 1 or 2 will only serve to entertain the guards. You need to make them angry. We all have our part to play. Try not to die.
At this rate, I'll have lost only foul by month's end. And they were not cheap, let me assure you. Damn verminous beasts.
See here?
Fancy yourself a troublemaker, eh? Some time in the pits to cool your blood.
Yeah, that's the... Look at all of you, pathetic, dirty wretches. You're not but swine, suckling at the teats of civilization. Thieves and scoundrels all. And do you acknowledge this? Do you repent and beg forgiveness? No. You elect instead to commit new and more terrible crimes inside what should be a place of rehabilitation. You bide your time, awaiting the day of release, that you might corrupt anew. The worst part is that the good people of New York are forced, quite literally, to pay for your crimes. Where do you think the money for this prison came from? For your outfits? Our wages? Resources wasted because you refuse to contribute to society. You would rather dwell at its margins, living off the hard work of others. We'd be doing everyone a favor if we simply put you all down. Then our money might be spent on more productive things. But it seems our current leaders lack the courage to accept this truth. So you are spared, that you might leech a while longer. And if a few of you might die or go missing, who will notice? Who will care? And why should they? You are wasted on the world. Mark my words. The time fast approaches when such weakness will no longer be tolerated. And what a joyous day that will be. Look at all of you, pathetic, dirty wretches. You're not but swine, suckling at the teats of civilization. Thieves and scoundrels all. And do you acknowledge...
You won't lose us that easily. Get back here, you dastard!
Not who you was expecting, am I right?
What have we here? I thought we'd finished off your kind.
You would like that, wouldn't you? To rid the world of all who do not share your views.
Guilty as charged. Your meddling in the revolution has caused us no small measure of grief. It cannot continue. Our work is too important. But what would you know, beyond all the lies Achilles feeds you and the tales you tell yourself?
I know that the people wish to be free, and that men like Washington fight to make it so.
Please, the man is weak. He stumbles and stammers through each engagement, making it all up as he goes along. His pedigree is pathetic, his military record even more so. I could go on and on, but we'd be here for days, so manifold are his faults, so deficient are his merits. He must be dealt with. You as well. I will abide no more flies in the ointment.
Here's how it's gonna work. First we bind you and bring you to your cell. Then tomorrow, you go before the court, accused of plotting to kill good old Georgie. Maybe we could pin the murder of the warden on you too. You did kill him after all. And who wouldn't take the word of Charlie over here? Once that's all squared away, well then.
All those years ago, the child in the forest was you.
I said I would find you.
And so you have. But not quite as you had expected, am I right? You know, all of this might have been avoided had you only done what I asked. But what's done is done.